Good day. Today we're going to talk about hardware installation. So we're going to look at primarily the metal components that go on the face of the guitar. We'll start with the ferrules first, moving over to the bridge, and then we'll talk about how to assemble a pickup also. So starting with the ferrules, and the ferrules are on the back of the guitar, and that's the holes that are on the back. And what we're going to do is insert some ferrules to go inside there. The ferrules come pre-packaged and are inserted into the back of the guitar. We have developed a really handy-dandy tool to help us insert the ferrules, and so it's a matter of holding the ferrule either with your finger or the handy-dandy tool and tapping them in until they seat. You can also use a drill press to seat these, but it's a really fast process to get the ferrules. And the string ferrules here hold the ball end of the string so it doesn't pull through the guitar itself. So the ferrule tool is one that we developed in one of our classes that we taught out at a local high school, and it worked out really well. The second item that we're going to do is we're going to drill our bridge ground. It's really important to have a ground to the bridge since you are the ground of the guitar itself. So we're going to drill a hole that will go into the first pickup pocket, which will allow us to string a wire through to our electronics bay. So we're going to grab a bridge, locate it on the body in the position of installation, and we'll get that installed. We're going to set a piece of tape in front of that. That gives us our no-fly zone to the area that we cannot drill in. So our bridge will be mounted in this fashion. We don't want to drill in where the tape is. So anywhere behind the tape to the string holes is fair game. We use about a 1/8 inch bit, a little bit less than an 1/8 inch bit to make this happen. So to make this happen, we'll start to drill straight down first. You always want to have a pilot, and we're just going to make a small dimple. And then we're going to lay the drill down at the angle that we need to bring into the first pickup pocket. The flutes are getting full, and we just broke through on the inside. So now we've got a hole from here into our first pickup pocket. So once we've drilled the bridge ground, we're going to take a piece of wire, strip it about an inch, 3/4 of an inch to an inch, and then we're going to fish it back through into the cavity of the guitar. The goal is that we want to do this prior to the bridge installation because the bridge will hold the wires out. At this point, we also then want to fan the wires out so that way they don't make a lump under the bridge and that the bridge will set perfectly okay. We'll try to keep it out of the string hole locations and work from there. But the same bit that you've drilled the bridge ground, we also recommend that you drill out the string holes. Again, it's about an 1/8 inch, and you can do this prior to installing the ferrules or after. And basically it's just a 1/4 inch, and all you're doing is just cleaning out and widening the hole to make it easier for the string to come through. Make sure you do the string holes and not the bridge mounting holes. Okay, so we're all set. At this point now, the bridge can be placed and mounted. So we're going to realign the holes and for the bridge placement. And the bridge screws which are included are then, you need to put some wax or soap on the screw threads. This is a really important step to make sure that there is some lubrication in the screw threads as it gets tightened down in. So I'm going to pre-start both ends just to locate the position of the bridge. You can do it by hand, but we can also do it using a driver hammer drill. These are great tools, but you have to be careful, especially when you initially start it. You want to go very, very slow until the screw gets set. Once the screw gets set, you want to make sure that you put force down on the drill at all times until that screw is seated. One or two clicks is all you need. That's it. Again, do it slow, be deliberate, and then you won't slip off and ding your guitar body. So we've got two of the 5 mounting screws in. We'll come back and assemble the rest of the mounting screws in just a minute. So the next step is to put in a strap button. And to install the strap button properly in this particular design of model, we'd like to put one of the strap buttons directly at the base of the guitar, centered in the guitar body itself. Using a spring punch or an awl, we'll locate that location prior to drilling with our 1/8/7 or 7/64 drill bit for doing a pilot hole. So we have a dimple that our drill bit will run in at this point. Now strap buttons, you don't have to drill all the way in, about 1 inch. You want to leave additional room after the threads. So we're going to go in about 1 inch. Which is about where we're at now. And again, we're going to use the driver drill with wax on the screw threads to drive the strap button in. Again, very slow to start. Keeping pressure onto the screw is really important. And our strap button is mounted. Our last discussion item is assembling a pickup. Most pickups come unassembled, which means that you need to put those together. And they'll basically come with screws, springs, a pickup ring, and there's 2 different types, a thin and a thick ring. The thin pickup ring goes on the neck, the thick pickup ring goes at the bridge. To assemble the pickup, the screw will go through the pickup ring first, the spring will go under, and then align it with the threaded location on the pickup. The thin rings are easier to get started than the thicker rings. And of course on camera, it is never easy. Other side does the same way. Screw, spring, compress the spring at the location where you need to thread. And we have an assembled pickup. You can run the screws into the pickup to make the pickup itself level with the pickup ring. That's a good place to start for your adjustments and setup for your pickups themselves. You'll then thread the pickup into your guitar body, solder it to your wiring harness, and then you can do your test for sound.